Hi, my name is Ron Lichtel. I'm the pastor of River of Life Church in Grand Rapids, Minnesota, and I also serve as the district superintendent of Minnesota District of the United Pentecostal Church International, representing about 100 ministers and about 65 churches and works. I'm so thankful, and I want to express appreciation and gratitude for our governor, our state and local officials that have worked so hard under very trying circumstances. They are in our prayers, we are lifting them up, and we are supportive of the measures that they've been taking to bring us to the point that we're at now. We are so grateful for that. I do believe, though, that it's time for us to open up our Minnesota churches. If you consider the big box stores that are open, as well as even liquor stores, churches have been given a constitutional First Amendment right to gather freely and to exercise freedom of religion. And in addition to that, I think of the tremendous benefit and blessing that Christian church people have done in our state and in our nation. So I'm advocating and expressing my viewpoint that I believe it's time to open up our Minnesota churches. I am in Itasca County. We are the county seat. In our county, there's been approximately 44 cases confirmed, and very few of those cases have even seen any symptoms. There have been no deaths in our county, and we are wanting to open up our local church, and I believe Minnesota churches want to open as well. We can do this in a practical way, in a way that will be safe. We can be safer than our local Walmart, we can be safer than our local liquor store, and we believe that we can be a great benefit to all of the constituents of our church as well as to our community. So we put together a little plan. I'd like to invite you to come into our church and view what our game plan will be for opening up our Minnesota churches. All of our church members will be on an alphabetical list, and as they come on our given Sunday, we'll have an usher that's positioned outside to call them forward. Our doors will be left wide open, propped, both outside and going into our sanctuary, so that no one has to touch a hard surface. They'll come in, our usher will lead them into the sanctuary, and on a traditional given Sunday, we'll have approximately 400 chairs that are available to be set up. Of those 400 chairs, we've removed 200 of them and removed every other row so that there's 7 feet between each row. We also have made some physical distancers, and these are 6 feet long, so that we could bring a given family where they could come. We would position them where their assigned seat is. We'd put the family in that seat. We would drop one of our physical distancers down that will put 6 feet between them and their neighbor, so that we'll have plenty of physical distancing. And we believe in a church that normally has 400 chairs, we should be able to facilitate about 75 people that would be able to come and worship. We'd have to have multiple services, but again, given that would, if we had 2 services on a Sunday, we would maybe take about 3 hours out of a 168-hour week, giving people an opportunity to come to the house of God and to worship their God with freedom. So I'm advocating that we would open up Minnesota. I love Minnesota. I thank God for our state officials that are doubling down, working extra hard. They are in our prayers. We support them in the work that they're doing, while at the same time saying that we can gather as Minnesota Christians in our churches expressing our First Amendment right of freedom of assembly and freedom of religion. And we can do it in a practical way, we can do it in a respectable way, and we can do it in a very safe way. God bless you all. We hope you stay well during this very challenging season. Let's open our Minnesota churches.